Hey, hey, it's Narrative Nerd here! Yay! And I am back to do another video. I thought that because I actually have some time off, like some actual proper several days off, for the first time in 4 years, guys, I thought I'd make some videos. And I'm going to start off today with the BJD Superhero Tag, because tags are fun. Yay! I don't know who started the BJD Superhero. Look, I have Dr. Pepper. I'm so happy. Because it's holidays. Holiday. Yeah. So, I don't know who started this tag, because I'm unorganized. I also don't know what video I actually even got the questions from because I'm unorganized. But I will try and link these videos down below because watching tag videos is fun. And if you fancy doing this tag yourself, I tag you! Yay! I'll also put the questions down in the actual tag as well so you guys can join in. So, BJD Superhero Tag. Number 1. Iron Man. What is your favourite well-known doll company? I'm going to give you 3 guesses. I'm thinking you're probably only going to need 1. Yes. You guessed it. It is that age-old disappeared company, Dream of Doll. Hi. This is Tristan. He is a Dream of Doll Luke. I love him. I love him so much. Oh, Dream of Doll has this thing where it doesn't matter what sculpt it is or how long I wait or anything. You know, like the things that might actually jeopardize the bond with your doll. No problem, absolutely no problem bonding with any of my Dream of Doll. I was really worried actually that I would have trouble bonding with them, but none of them are leaving ever if I can help it. Like, never. So yes, number 1 is Dream of Doll. Number 2, Spiderman. Your spidey senses are tingling. What is a sculpt you always know no matter how it's styled? Oh, I would actually say that this is a thing. I kind of recognize the Dream of Doll sculpts. I don't always recognize what Dream of Doll sculpts they are though. So I don't know. I think I always recognize Dream of Doll Shawl. She's got a really distinctive kind of face. Although saying that, people can get a little bit confused between Dream of Doll Kameen and Dream of Doll Shah, but I'm pretty good at telling them apart, I think. So I'm kind of excited about that. Yeah. Dukan, Dream of Doll Dukan, I nearly always know as well. He's quite distinctive though, so I don't know if that like probably counts or whatever. But outside of Dream of Doll, actually, I pretty much always know when it's Assumed Dia, and I pretty much always know when it's Angel Studio Kana as well. Yeah, there she is. All the ones that I have myself, like the ones that I admire, that I genuinely just stare at the pictures for, I sort of recognise, you know, even when they're like mislabeled or whatever. So yeah, there's actually quite a few of them, which is telling. Number 3, Batman and Robin. Oh, this is the hard question, you guys. Out of all of your dolls, what is your favourite dolly duo? Okay, so I have this like kind of problem where all of my dolls end up being paired off eventually, except for Caleb, who apparently is like, I don't want nothing to do with no one. But yeah, it depends as well on like the time of day, what's going on, who's in my line of sight as to who is actually my favorite. I'm really into these 2 at the moment. Like, funny story, you guys. Let's see. I'm really into these 2. Oh, yeah. This is Taran. He is hiding behind his hair. He apparently does not like the camera. That's an interesting character trait of his. He's a Dream of Doll Luke. Yeah, funny story. I put up a want to buy for a Dream of Doll Luke. And as it turned out, I found this guy first. And so I got him, but then literally, I think it was the same day or maybe it was the day after, someone responded to my want to buy with this guy, and he was a full set. I decimated the full set, like to give my other dolls presents. So I ended up with 2 because this one was a full set, and he came with Dreamhead 7. I've actually got the box opening up for this guy on my channel if you would like to go check it out. But yeah, I was like, oh well, you know, I've got 2, maybe I'll trade one for one that I really want, like Lahu, because I'm still looking for Lahu, Dream of Doll Lahu. But he got home and I was like, I mean, like, I don't suppose you can really see on camera. The thing that I really like about these guys is that they are exactly the same sculpt, and they do have that kind of twin energy, right? But they are so different. This guy, they've both got default face-ups as well. So this guy, he looks like he could, like, he's cold, you know? Like, he could probably tell you that your grandmother has died and not look sympathetic. Whereas this guy, like, you know, he watches anime and cries at it, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, these 2 I really like, my twins, and they are actually twins now in the story. Like, you know what I'm like. This wig, his default wig went to my Shah, which is funny as heck, really, but he does not want to sit back on this chair. I think that Taran is going to be, so that's this guy I just put back. I think Taran is going to be like a skateboarder, so he probably wouldn't actually enjoy sitting down. Whereas this guy, he probably reads like classic literature in his spare time. This is not going to be his final outfit either, except for these boots, which are his forever. Because look at these boots, man. I digress. So yeah, there's those guys up for consideration. But also, I was thinking as well, and I got these guys down specifically. This is my Dream of Doll Ducan. This is, well, it wasn't going to be his default wig because it's a mess. I just stuck it on him so he wouldn't be bald. But now I'm getting, is it Ashia? I'm getting Ashia from Bungo Stray Dogs vibes. Like, because he's got that weird wacky cut hair thing going on. And because of his, like, because of his, like, dreamy face. Yeah, I don't know. I got, like, Ashia vibes. So yeah, this is Ren. And he, in his story, he eventually ends up partnered with, and I mean that in the, you know, what's it called way? What is it called? Basically, their story, there's like a, they're like a type, like a police force type thing, except they're, it's not police, it's more of a, you know, Yamina Matsui type thing. It's like an office detective agency type thing that they end up working together, and then of course they end up together as well because of the way they work, etc. And yeah, so this is my power couple. This is Ren, my Dream of Doll Ducan, and this is Dashiel, my Soom Dia. So yeah, they are also one of my absolute favorites. I love them. And yeah, look. Yeah, I actually made like a whole story around these 2, so they had to be in there somewhere. I'm really sorry about my window washing out my video as well. That's fun. And also I haven't got them down because they're like husks of themselves at the moment. As you can tell, I mean, like, Dia literally has no eyes. Like, I have dolls, I have no stuff for them, and I have no money to get them stuff either. So they're going to be like half-finished projects for the next 3,000 years, you know. But yeah, also up for consideration is Axel, who is going to be the antagonist of these guys' story. And he ends up getting this kind of like obsession with my Dream of Doll Shah because of the way that Shah's story goes. Again, I'll probably share it all with you guys, so yeah. They're also probably my favourite couple as well. So yeah, that's a lot. Question number 4, Superman. What is your dolly kryptonite? Okay, so this question can be taken in two ways. It can mean in the Superman Kriptonite sense, as in Kriptonite makes him weaker, etc. And like, you know, kills off his powers and makes everything more difficult for him. And in that sense, I think that my dolly Kriptonite is probably sewing. I'm so bad at sewing. Oh my gosh. I am trying to improve. Joshy Bear, Huggies, he is helping me. Bless his glorious heart. He's helping me. I am currently making a set of overalls for my Unoa LB, and he's helping me. So I will show you the finished product when it does come to fruition, so that you can see A, how terrible I am, and B, how much effort I'm putting in, because I will make clothes for these guys. I will, even if it kills me. They might not get a lot very often because I actually kind of despise sewing because of the math, but you know. So in the other sense, like, what is your dolly Kriptonite, as in what is your weakness? What do you're generally a sensible human being, and then something comes along and you're like, I'm not a sensible human being anymore, bye. For me, you know, any Dream of Doll sculpt, really. Like, I'll just be minding my own business. If I see a post for up for sale, I am on it. Like, there are a couple of Dream of Childs that have come up, the MSD versions, and I don't like MSDs. I really don't. I literally sold off all my Unoas except for my LB because I'm not into MSDs. But I have been tempted, and some of them have been ridiculous prices as well. So, you know, I would say that's my dolly Kriptonite. Number 5, Aquaman. What is your favourite fantasy sculpt? I'm not actually that into fantasy sculpts. I've only just really started getting into the like Elfir type things. Like, I know Soom does these amazing centaurs, and Resin Soul as well do really, really cool fantasy sculpts. But yeah, for me, I actually prefer like the human versions. I would say that my favourite at the moment is probably Doll. It's really old. Doll. Or Nick's doll, Eris. I want her. That face is the face of the Cubok, which is the Calhoun Underground Bureau of Control, which is where these guys work in their story. She's the chief. She's the big head honcho, and she's a badass, and I want her. But I just put out a want to buy for Allahu, and I need to save those funds for him in case he turns up. Oh my gosh. Like, the doll dilemmas, they're real, guys. Yeah, just as an aside, if you happen to have a Dream of Dollahu that you do not want, or you know anybody that has a Dream of Dollahu that they do not want, please hit me up with a message. I want him. I have funds. Please. So, number 6. Captain America. A dolly injustice that might have happened to you. Ooh. Do you know what? I think in this hobby you get injustices every now and then, but like, it's such a positive hobby, or it has been for me. I'm quite new to the hobby still. But yeah, like, I have had a couple of little things. There was one I posted a want to buy for Shawl. I think I mentioned that like in previous videos. And someone did respond with a Shawl who had a default face up. And they were like, I'm leaving the hobby. Do you want to rehome her? And I responded back, I think it was like an hour later than the message. And I was like, yes, please, I want her. And then they never responded again. I like sent a message a week later, like, hi, would you still like to sell this doll? And then they never responded. That kind of was annoying. Like, I get it, life happens and stuff, but you know, if you sort of message someone, then it might be nice to sort of say, oh no, I've changed my mind, or like, because I get that. Totally, you are well within your rights to do that, of course. But you know, let me know, because yeah, just let me know. And then of course there was the whole Shah thing that happened, where I bought my Shah, and then he went on a mystical magical tour of America. That was fun. But he turned up, so my stramonium not fitting on the body that I wanted for her, that was slightly an injustice, because I measured all the neck sizes, so I don't quite know what happened there. Yeah. And then very occasionally, like, you'll get random people that are crazy. I don't know. Number 7, Thor. Who is your heaviest doll? I actually don't know that. I have quite a few heavy dolls. I mean, like, I actually always thought that Zephyr was going to be my only 70 centimeter, but now I have the Lukes, Taran and Tristan. They're pretty heavy. Actually, Zoom is, oh, sorry, Dia is not actually that heavy. Sorry, Dashiell. His actual name is Dashiell. Von's pretty heavy. He's a Kroby doll Giro. I think Axel might be my biggest boy, though. He is a Doll's Own U. One of those guys is probably the heaviest. Probably. Number 8, Wonder Woman, your favorite female sculpt. And you've got to know the answer to this. Like, she was an obsession, and I don't really bond very well with girl dolls as a general rule. Her wig needs so much care, you guys. Like, I don't even know. If any of you guys know how to, like, detangle a wig, please help. I've, like, brushed it with the toothbrush, but every time I do, the tangles just come back. And I think it probably needs some, like, proper TLC, but I have no idea where to start. So, yeah, let me know. I am such a noob, seriously. But yes, this is Stella, my dream of doll, Charles, and I am still obsessed with her. She is so great. So great. And, like, kudos to her as well. She came into my house and I automatically bonded with her. So, she's my favorite female sculpt. She might actually be my favorite sculpt, period, because I am 100% obsessed with Char. I have a Char, but if another Char comes up, I'm tempted. With what funds, I don't know, but I just, yeah. Actually, let's change the Kriptonite answer. Char. Dream of Doll Char is my absolute Kriptonite. She stands like a boss. Oh, I love her so, so much. I just got her, like, a massive clothes haul as well. I'm really excited about it. Because she's been sitting. This is her jumper. I bought this jumper for her. And it's, yeah, I'm glad I did because she rocks it. Yeah. She is the lead singer in Raven's band, my Resin Soul Me's band. Or she was the lead singer. I don't know if Lysander might have taken that spot. But anyway, their band that they're in together is called The Unstrung. I'm really, really excited about this because their band has been nameless forever. And I've been on and offing about what names I should make. And then I was literally on holiday. And that name, I was like, aha, oh wait, that's cool. So yeah. Whoa. No, Char, please. Be careful. Mind your wig. Mind your... So, number 9. There's only 2 questions left now. So, number 9, Wonder Woman. Who is your most badass female? And I would say that my most badass female is probably Raven, my Resin Soul Me. I don't have her sitting here because I'm so disorganized. But yeah, she's probably my most badass. She can play the guitar. She can play... bass as well, and like instruments are badass, guys. She like hangs out with Lyolf. She helps him like in the combat situations they get into in their story. You know, she's awesome. She's just awesome. If I do actually manage to get my hands on a Nyx or doll Eris, then she might take the top spot, but at the moment it's Raven. Number 10, the last question, you guys. Wolverine. Ever scratched a doll? And honestly, I don't think I've scratched one. I have chipped face-ups. And I recently sold my LLT Roderick head because his sculpt was too realistic for my tastes. Like, I prefer the Dream of Dolls slightly cartoonish look, like the slightly bobble-headed cartoonish anime-esque look that's not actually just a flat out anime doll, you know? So he was too realistic really for what I was going for. I mean, technically Dashiell kind of falls into that a little bit. He's a little bit too realistic, but honestly, he's kind of more cartoonish, I'd say, than Roderick was, and he fits. He came in, he was like, yeah, I live here now. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. So yeah, I sold him, and I was like looking at his face up, and I'm like, what the heck is that? It was like a tiny mark on his cheek, and I was like, I just sold him, and I didn't realize that mark was there or anything because it didn't show up in pictures. So then I contacted the seller back. I'm like, right, there is a mark here. It will not show up, because I tried to take a picture where I was focusing on it as well. It would not work. I'm like, you know, I sent him off. And I said, like, if he gets to you and this isn't just like dust in the face up or whatever, then of course we'll work out something like a refund, whatever, a partial refund, whatever you like. And thankfully he got there, and the lady that bought him knowing that he had a couple of issues anyway, and she washed him off, and apparently he was perfect. So thank goodness. I was so worried. Literally, I lost like 3 nights sleep over it. I was so upset. It's so dumb, isn't it? This guy, I've got a couple of marks on already because one of the things fell off my wall and hit him. So yeah, but he's just marks. Like, I'm not too bothered about that. I can clean him. There's a couple of marks as well on my other heads. Like, I don't know where they come from. They just like, where do they come from? I put my dolls, they go up on the bed during the day. I am rambling. I am genuinely rambling, but yeah. They go up on the bed to avoid the sunlight while I have my window open unless I'm filming. And I cover them with a sheet. So I'm like, do they get dirty in transit somehow? It's like scuff marks. Where the heck would they get scuffed? But yeah, so yeah, I'd say number 10 is no. I don't think I've ever actually scratched a doll. Yes, I have! Yes, I actually have! Okay, my Unoa LB, I think he's like a B grade. So he came with like little flash bits and stuff. I actually sanded those off. So yes, I have scratched him. I scratched him on purpose so that he would be smooth and fit into things. Okay, ha! Ha! Alright, my guys. So that's the end of the video for now. That's the BJD Superhero Tag. If you liked this content, please hit the like and subscribe button. I do try and update at least once a week. Normally on a Wednesday, but sometimes it's like a Thursday or whatever. So yeah, I hope to see you again. Have a great day. Bye.